part-time worker for the union, Local 1181, and e-board member and a delegate from the local. So, Brother Head.
Hi. A lot of people don't understand what started the strike and what caused the strike and what we're asking for. We've had parents calling the union saying that we're asking for too much, or we're asking for benefits that we don't deserve. The only issue in the strike is the job security issue. The mayor has removed a provision from the school bus strikes, from the school bus contracts, that have allowed workers to move from one company to another company without loss of seniority. If company number one goes out of business, the bus routes don't disappear. The bus routes go to another company because the children still have to be taken to school. When those bus routes move from company to company, the drivers and the escorts follow the work from one company to another. It doesn't guarantee them a specific place of employment. It only guarantees them a job somewhere in the 5 boroughs. So that particular provision is the only provision that right now is on the table. The mayor is insisting that this provision, according to the courts, is illegal. When he was saying that it's illegal, in that same speech, he said that if you tell people something enough times, they start to believe it.
Yeah.
It was too profound to even comment on at the time, because he'd been hammering it over and over again. And then when this case went to the NORB to make a ruling on if this strike is legal or not, we don't know what the New York chapter's decision was, but we have a feeling the mayor's office was given a heads up because his rhetoric has changed. He's no longer saying that it's illegal. He's no longer saying it's our fault. Now he's blaming the owners instead of the union. And when asked then, why don't you just put the provision back into the contract, he said, at this time, the Department of Education and the mayor's office is not interested in adding that to the provision back into the contract. They believe by removing the employee protection provision and terminating is what's going to happen. They're going to terminate senior people. And if they seek employment at the new companies, it would be a new entry-level position. They would lose their seniority. They would have a break in service. If they had earned any vacation time or any benefits, the benefits would stop. They would have to start all over again. And they figure by constantly putting out a contract every 5 years and constantly knocking the people down from a 5-year employee to an entry-level employee, they could save money by doing that.
10 years.
We've shown them that the employees, even the senior employees, only are about 55% of the budget that they're putting out. They don't want to talk about where the other 45% is going. It seems pretty clear that the employees' portion is not that extensive that it should be a problem. That's not where the savings is going to be, because the companies are still going to build the same profit margin in to their bid, and the only ones that are going to suffer are the people that are going from the top of the list to the bottom of the list over and over again. Most of the people in our industry are the breadwinners in their families. It's going to affect mortgages, car loans, credit card bills. It's going to affect everything. People's lives are going to change. There are approximately 7,700 routes in New York City. And this section, this is the test section that they're putting out, has 1,150 routes in it. Not only the routes that we represent are on strike, we pulled everybody from our local, even the people whose routes have another 2 or 3 years remaining on them. We feel that the issue is strong enough for us right now If we don't stop now, he's going to pick us apart over a 3-year period. He's going to pick 1,000 out this year. They already told us there's a plan for another bid in April, where they're planning on picking out another 1,000, and another bid for October of next year. They're going to pick them out 1,000 at a time and hope to take away all the seniority of everybody in the industry. There's a lot of training that goes into being a bus driver and an escort on a bus. The drivers must have a CDL license. They take, the first year of their employment, they take about 45 hours of classroom time to learn about the disabilities of the children. They take CPR, they take first aid, they have a physical performance test, they take a yearly physical. They're now waiving the provisions of the CDL license to allow anybody to drive a school bus so that they can put the vehicles on the road. Unfortunately, this morning, a replacement van ran over and killed an 80-year-old man.
Oh.
This is only a week into the strike. Also, a little young girl walking to school was grabbed and brought up to a roof and was attempted to be raped this morning.
Today? Yes.
So maybe it was yesterday or today. Yeah. And we're pretty strong about our opinion that we're going to stay out. The mayor today has announced that they have set up a mediation between the union and the owners. The union agreed to go. There's going to be a federal mediator. The city then notified us that they would not be part of the process. To get the owners to respond, this is a ridiculous waste of time, because the city is controlling the provision that was taken out of the contract. The owners have no control over this provision being put in or put out, but they want to make it look like the union and the owners aren't getting along, not like we're not getting along with the city. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Okay.
Thank you for the-
Okay.